Hey friends, how are y'all doing? I have not done like a money related video. I haven't given you guys any kind of financial updates in a long time. I looked on my channel, it's January, No Spend January was the last time I showed a budget update, and honestly things are going really good right now, so that kind of makes me want to give an update, and just the fact that I haven't done one. So kind of just going right into this. I don't have it planned out very well, but January, No Spend January, I looked on that budget in that video. I'll just start off saying we pretty much finished baby step 3. We kind of settled for a lower amount than what we had done before. We were just tired of worrying about it, and we just feel like it's enough. It's about a 3-month emergency fund. Normally with single income household you should probably have 6 months, but because of the type of job Jared has, he does recruiting. I won't go into too much detail about why we feel this way or why he feels this way, but he just feels like he could easily get another job if he were to get fired. But things are going really good right now. He's met his quota and, been filling lots of positions, which he's been really happy. That hasn't happened in a long time. His job is definitely like a roller coaster. It goes good and then it goes bad, but right now it's going good. So yeah, we'll start out saying that we finished baby step 3. We stopped at 12,000. Last year our goal was 17,000, and we reached that at one point, I think, and then ended up using some of that, and now we decided we're just tired of worrying about it, and so we stopped at 12,000, and then we were also able to put some into our Hill and Valley fund, which I've told you guys about that before. And when you're on a commission-based income, it's good to have a Hill and Valley fund for the months where you're not bringing in much income and you need to pull from that. And it's just another savings account. We've got our emergency fund, fully funded emergency fund, in one account, and then the Hill and Valley is in another. So I just feel more comfortable having the Hill and Valley there and not having to worry about touching our emergency fund, because I think that should only be used like in a real emergency, like if Jared were to lose his job, or I don't want to think about any other type of emergencies you'd have to use that for. But anyway, so finished baby step 3. Got to put some into our Hill and Valley fund. I think we have a little over 1,000 in there right now. So it was in February that we were able to put that money into the Hill and Valley fund. And then in March, we got a pretty big income tax refund. I know Dave says you're not supposed to get that, but a couple years ago we had to pay almost $5,000, so I'd rather get that much money. We got almost 5,000, not quite. It was a little over 4,000, and so I'd rather get money back than have to pay money. So we won't go into detail about all that, but we did get a large income tax back, so that was exciting. The money we got back for our income tax, when it first came in, my original plan that I was hoping for was to put most of that into, we have never really had a vacation sinking fund. Usually just when we know vacations are about to come up, we'll just start saving for it like a couple months in advance. But we kind of already have our vacations planned out for the year, so I was hoping to put most of the tax money into a vacation seeking fund, and so we would have our year of vacations covered and not have to worry about that, which is a great feeling. I've told y'all before, I love sinking funds, and I'm excited about starting the vacation one. And I'll go ahead and real quick, I'll tell you what vacations we have planned for the year. So I already went to Vegas, and I did a video about that, about how I spent that money and how I budgeted for it. And so I'll put that below if you haven't seen it. Okay, our next vacation is, well, this is trips, little trips and vacations. In a couple weeks, Jared is going on a golf tournament trip. It's a couple hours from here, so he's going for the weekend with a friend. And then I think 2 weeks after he gets back from that, I'm going on a girls trip with my friends for her 30th birthday, and that's to a little town by Austin, Texas, in the hill country. And so it's going to be a really short trip. She got an Airbnb house, so that's going to be cheap. It's only like $70 for the house, but gonna have to pay for gas to get there. And then we're going to mainly eat at home and just hang out at the house. There's a hot tub, and we'll go to like a winery and maybe out to eat once and just walking around and stuff. So that'll be a pretty short trip, and I'm really looking forward to that, to spending time with my girlfriends. The next big vacation. So we've been planning for a while to go to New Orleans in June. A friend, not super close friend, but a friend is getting married, and so I thought that would be fun because Jared could get his gambling in since I got to do my thing, and I've never been there. So I thought it would be fun, but then none of my friends are going, and some of his friends are going to be there, and I'm just not, I really don't want to go now. I don't think I'll have fun. So thankfully Jared was understanding about that. So now we're thinking about going to San Francisco, which is kind of last minute. That's like less than 2 months away, but we've kind of already started planning it out. And yeah, it will be a little bit more expensive, but like I said, things are going good right now, and we feel like it's okay and we can afford it. So that would only be like 3 days and 4 nights. Hopefully that won't cost, it shouldn't cost over $2,000 for that trip. But I do know, I've already been looking like at the hotels. They're pretty expensive in San Francisco. But we have been there before. We went for our honeymoon, but I was pregnant at that time. But it was a lot of fun, so we would just like to go back. I'd like to go back when I'm not pregnant and just see more of San Francisco. And then we're going to go on a couple family vacations with my mom's side of the family in July. We're going to go back to the hill country. And then with Jared's family, we're going to go to Galveston in August. And then we want to take like a family trip, just us four, at the end of the year, probably like October. We're thinking of just going like to San Antonio. So we got our vacations planned for the year. Lots of stuff going on. So like I said, that's why I was hoping to put our income tax money into savings so we wouldn't have to worry about it. But things started coming up after that money came in. So I'll just tell you that real quick. And yeah, I didn't end up getting to put much into our vacation seeking fund, but it's okay. We'll start off saying that we blew our budget big time in March. So I think a lot of the tax money covered that. And I think we just got careless because we had so much money in the bank, and it was mainly on going out to eat and groceries. I'm not going to talk about exact numbers or anything, but it was close to like $1,000. We would just stop caring. I don't know. But I'm doing a lot better this month. I'm not doing a no spend month for April, but I'm kind of doing one. Like me and the girls, we have not eaten out for lunch at all yet this month. Today is the 14th, so we're doing really good. I'm doing really good on the grocery budget so far. So I'm really trying to get back on track this month. March was just bad. It was just bad. I mean, I stuck to my vacation budget, but I think a lot of the eating out added up when I was gone on vacation, because Jared he ended up eating out a lot, even though I planned out a menu plan for him and I made sure they have plenty of food. But it's hard when you're not a cook and you got kids, and it's hard. So they ate out a lot, but I tried not to get mad because I was on vacation, you know. Okay, and then we had to pay our escrow payment. That comes in once a year. I guess in March we owed a little bit of money for that, $234. A big storm came in at the beginning of March and it blew our fence down. So that cost us $450. It's funny because last March of 2016, the same thing happened to a different side of the fence. So we paid that much also last year to fix the fence. This year, it should have been split with our neighbor. We should have only had to pay, you know, half of that $450, but he doesn't have a job. And so we're nice and we paid for the whole thing. And then another big expense was, Jared got really fresh. Okay, we'll start out. Jared has been wanting to have our carpets cleaned for a long time. We've lived in this house for like 6 years almost, and we've never had our carpets cleaned. And it's the same carpets from before we moved in here. We never got new carpets. We never had them cleaned, and he's always wanted to, and I'm such a tightwad, so I'm always like, no, I don't want to pay for it. He got frustrated about something one day, and he was like, he got mad at the vacuum, and he was like, we're buying a new vacuum and we're having our carpets clean. And I was like, didn't want to make him more mad, so I was just like, whatever. So he fixed the vacuum, thankfully. He hasn't said anything else about buying a new vacuum, but he did that same day go and book an appointment for them to come clean our carpets. So that cost us $155. They got a lot of dirty stuff out of there, so it was worth it, I guess, since we've never had it done. The carpets looked a lot better, just felt better having clean carpets. So that's where $150 went. And then, like I said, we finished baby step 3. That was about $600 that we had to put over there in order to get up to the $12,000. So we're done with that. Don't have to worry about that anymore. And now my main focus is on getting more into our vacation seeking fund, since we know that we're taking all those trips, and also getting a little bit more into the Hill and Valley Fund. So we were able to put $840 over into the vacation sinking fund And then we were finally able to contribute to other Seeking funds again, such as Christmas and the girl's birthday. I've been putting those off ever since December. I've been putting those off because we just couldn't afford at the beginning of the year to be contributing to those. That wasn't important. What was important was just getting back on track, and I just feel like we've finally gotten there. So it's a great feeling, and I just wanted to share this with you guys because I know that you guys are understanding, and I'm not trying to brag, but I feel like I say more negative things in my budget videos than positive things, so it's okay for me to be positive in this video, and I know you guys will be happy. So like I said, done with baby step 3. Our investment and kids college funds are still paused. Those will pick up back in July, so I think that we need to mainly focus on 4 and 5. Like I already said, after we get the Hill and Valley a little bit more in there and the vacations done, then we can start really focusing on 4 and 5 and 6, I guess. Paying more to our house. Jared, like I said, he's hit his quota. Things are going really good, and so we got lots of money coming in for his commissions. That's just spread throughout the next few months. Don't know when we'll get all of it. And then hopefully we'll be able to start putting more money to our house. I'll show you our little house chart on the fridge. We've already got 3 lines marked off on there, drawn off. We're not paying extra towards our house, but we're still focusing on that kind of, and it's still exciting to be able to mark off lines. We have really bad house fever. We're ready to move and get a bigger house, but we just know that this is fine and we can't afford a bigger house right now, so we're just trying to be patient. But that is our goal for like the next year, is to hopefully move into a little bit bigger house. We'd like to have an extra room, like a playroom or something, because we get tired of their toys being in the living room all the time. And I guess that's all I wanted to update you guys on. It's the middle of April. Our budget's going good so far. Like I said, I'm really trying to focus on it and do good. And yeah, that's it. Let me know how you guys are doing. Where are you at on your baby steps? Can you believe how quickly Budget Girl is getting out of debt? It's so exciting. I get so excited when I watch her videos. And we're teaching our FPU class, and that's a lot of fun. This is our 3rd year to do it, and it's the best one so far, I think, because we're just more pumped up than ever, and just trying to make it more fun than we ever have before. I'm looking forward to sharing more stuff about that with you guys in the future. Just the amount of debt that the group started out with and has paid off is going to be really exciting, and I'm looking forward to seeing how they do. They all seem to be really committed and motivated and excited about it. So it helps keep us on track with our stuff. But that's it. Let me know how you guys are doing. Thank you for sticking with me through this long video, and I'll see you next time.